let's get there on that issue, Alvord, because it's hugely important.
Yes.
You have just said right now that NRZ was at the heart of the economy. It touched all aspects of the economy. That's not the situation right now. What goes through your mind, Alvord, when you see the NRZ in the state that it is right now?
It's a sorry state. There's no reason why we should find ourselves in this situation. And it could have been avoided. And it can be avoided. The main and major reason why there was a complete collapse was purely because of lack of vision and lack of investment. We failed to invest for the future. That's the bottom line. And as I said, the railways existed to carry the economy of this country, to serve industry. And all those industries are no more. So the railways, no matter what you want to do with it now, it cannot run on its own without industry to serve. So it was really a complete, holistic, long-range vision, economic vision, if you like. Because no matter how efficient we were to make the railways, it could not do anything on its own without any efficient economy or efficient industry to serve. So we failed to promote our own industries. We failed to have a vision for our own economy. And that is where we are today. But these things are not impossible. Let me tell you just a short story.
Yes, Alvord.
In my life, I'm not a politician, neither do I belong to any political party, but I relate very well with everybody across the divide. I used to talk with the famous Ino Sinkala that we know. I used to chat with him quite a lot, by one of my old fellows, even if I disagreed with him on many issues. One time I said to him, tell me, Mr. When we were in Gonakujingwa, when you were detained there fighting for this country, did you people really know what you would want to do with this country after you've got it?
What a question. What a question. I want to hear the answer.
So he says, no, Alvord, extreme. No, I said, look, I mean, here we are with the country in complete paralysis. And now it's clearly demonstrated that we had no clue of what we wanted to do with this country. I must tell you, Trevor, jokingly, he admitted that, Alvord, but in a way, you are right. Because now the country is in shambles. But you see, what it really needs, Trevor, it's a serious matter, because we need to think beyond our time. We need to create a country for tomorrow, for our next generations, way after we are gone. And it's so easy to come up with such a roadmap. And what surprises me is that we've traveled around the whole world to see how other railways operate, how other economies operate. They have got very clear 30, 40, 50-year plans for their country across all the sectors. I'll never forget what I saw in Malaysia and in South Korea and Indonesia. They were so clear with their 50-year plans across all the sectors, regardless of the government in power. And everybody was moving in that direction. And it is possible for us to do that, and it's so easy. I think we need to get to a time when we think beyond our time.
Here's the thing, Alvord, and we move on. I don't think we are short of plans, Alvord. I see a lot of plans. It's implementation. Am I wrong?
You're very right, Trevor. I think we talk a lot of the English language. We hold a lot of meetings. We write a lot of minutes and stuff like that. What we need is the practical side of it, the delivery, make things happen. We need to make things happen. And I think that is where we are lacking. We're too much comfortable in our offices. We have to go out there and get our hands dirty and produce things and push the boundaries. And these things are possible if we can lift the top off, allow people to do what they know best. I know there's a lot of skills in this country that are misplaced. They've got no space to do what they would like to do. There's a lot of this bureaucratic, if you like, entanglement. I think a lot of over control. But if we really allowed people to do what they know best and use their skills, we would move mountains if we all work together.
The last point I'm going to touch on as far as the railways is concerned, Alvord, is the thing that breaks my heart when I drive to Bulawayo, when I get to Gweru, Dabuga, and see what was supposed to be the electrification of the Railways of Zimbabwe, which got us all so excited but got nowhere. But more than that, Alvord, equipment has been vandalized. What's happened, Alvord? What went wrong there?
It's a complete collapse of all institutions in the country. Yeah, complete collapse. We can't blame it on the railways alone, because that is a clear demonstration of what we have turned out to be as a society. We have got no respect for value, and we've got no value systems, if you like, because it's now fashionable to vandalize things, fashionable to steal, fashionable to do all the wrong things, and we're not accountable to anybody all the way up. And we do know that all those vandalism that are taking place is not done by railway employees. It's not done by a small person in the street. It is almost institutionalized.
Wow.
And there's no accountability anymore. So no matter what you build, what you come up with, someone will just move in as he likes. So unless as a country we get together and reconstitute ourselves and strengthen our own institutions and make sure that we do things the right way and hold people to account, only then can we talk about building a future Zimbabwe.
Talk to me about, was the electrification of the infrastructure the right thing? If it was, why was it stopped?
That was another paralysis of vision, because it was all aimed at providing a least cost railway service. You must remember at that time, the railways was powered mainly by coal, where we had coal-powered steam locomotives. That is a very, very inefficient means of motive power traction. Very inefficient, that has been abandoned the world over. So we moved over from steam, we went to diesel, electric-powered locomotives. Again, that was a very expensive mode of providing rail service. And more so that we had to rely on the fuel that required a lot of foreign currency, which we didn't have. So that is why we had to move further to electrifying. That is very, very cost effective to run. You need less locomotives. You can pull more tonnages with one locomotive. You need less staff as well. So that was the vision that we were going to to electrify the entire system, starting with Dabuka to Harare, which was then electrified. As we were doing that, we're looking ahead. The next leg was going to be Bulawayo to Dabuka. And then the next leg was going to be Dabuka to Beitbridge. You must also learn the bioelectrical courses. We made sure that we now the whole electrified railway system to avoid buying them in bits and pieces. So we bought 30 locomotives to service the first stage, second stage, and the third stage. But once we finished the first stage, which was Dabuka to Harare, then our vision just stopped. There was a change of everything. There was less appetite for electrification.
Why? Why,
all the
Alvord?
investment.
Why?
And well, now you're going to the national policy perspective. There was no support now. Yeah, we support to continue with that line of investments. So we were stuck, therefore, with those diesel electric powered locomotives, which we're using.